Hello friends, I can't tell you how thrilled I am to be here. Today we're going to revisit an old subject, angels, but it's a powerful one, and hopefully we'll explore some new ground. So the subtitle is One is Enough. So let's start here and build a little foundation. Where did angels come from? Angels were created specifically for our reality, specifically for third density, so that we would have energies that we could turn to. Now, the energies are all out there and we can turn to them anytime, and angels are one of them. Now, the angels come from the 10th density, and the 10th dimension is the dimension of relativity. And it's the perfect place for them because their energies can adapt to the needs of anyone, anywhere, in any culture in our reality. In other words, it's relative. They come from an energy gestalt. So in this energy gestalt, where the energy of angels is, there's no hierarchy among them. There's no angel more powerful or better than any other angel. In fact, any angel has access to all the power of the angelic realm. Because this is the case. There's no need to have more than one angel in our lives, like specialty angels. Now, we can if we want, and especially useful if it helps us believe. But in truth, there's not a need to have a whole panoply of angels like me. I'm guilty. So when I first got involved with angels, I must have had 200 angels, a whole slew. And we had to start naming them what they were, like Parker for parking and Sunny for weather, and the list just goes on and on. Now, all angels have complete access to all the energy of this angelic realm, which in turn has access to all the energy of all that is. So there's no limit here to what the angel or angels can do for us. And do it however you feel comfortable. Now, I actually work with other people's angels as well. If they're close to me and I know their middle name, I'll always name their angel their middle name. In my case, it's Elmore. In my wife's case, it's Jean. Now, it's important to keep in mind that that angels arrive when we come to them. So they're actually created by us. So the angelic energy is there and it's infinite. And the angel that comes to us is the exact angel that we need. So the question is, what are we asking for? So even if we're calling on angels that others refer to like Archangel Michael or your guardian angel, that angel has the wherewithal to provide you with whatever help you need. Now, I'm in a habit now. As soon as I get in my car, I call on my angels for driving, Traveler and James, and they are constantly at my beck and call and constantly helping me every day in every way. And I also use the other angels that I mentioned. I use Sunny for weather. And we've had some remarkable miracles using these angels. Now, there's some powerful keys to using angels. And first and foremost is, what do you believe? What's your belief? Do you have a strong belief in angel? An angel is only as powerful as your belief. And second, it's only as powerful as your trust. So do you believe and do you trust? And next, of course, how are you using them? Are you placing limitations on them? Because angels have no limitations. There's nothing that's too mundane for the angelic power, the angelic presence. Say you're having trouble sleeping, or there's a dirty job that you're trying to deal with. The angel's perfect for that. If you've been sleeping on a cold floor, ask the angel to put down a soft mattress. If you have to clean the bathroom, ask the angel for help cleaning the bathroom. And of course, the angels can do much bigger things as well. If you want angels to be involved in, say, something going on in the world, say there's a conflict someplace, ask the angels to put their hands on everybody involved, to put their angelic presence. Now, we've been frequently called, Reba and I, to help with people that are going into surgery, for instance. And we invoke our angels to come into the room, the surgical room, and put their hand on everyone involved so their communication is perfect and they can all work to the highest good. Again, with quite remarkable results. So we're very pleased about how that works. The key is, angels don't have limitations. Their only limitations are the ones that we place on them. Now, next, how are you using angels? Are you using them in daily practices? For instance, I've been involved with angels for at least 20, 25 years, something like that. One of the best things I ever did was read a book called Hiring the Heavens by Slatter. She's a fantastic presence in the angelic realm, helping us understand them and how to work with them best. And one of the things I started about 10 years ago was we had in my meetup group, my Abraham meetup group, somebody came and gave us a little talk about angels and asked us to take part in a ceremony where we would knock on our own door, open the door up, invite the angels in, light a candle, and then begin to work with the angels. So Reba and I have been doing that for 10 years, I would say, maybe more, but about 10 years. So we always have a candle lit. Now, if we go away for a day or 2 days or 2 weeks or 2 months, then we blow the candle out. But we leave the candle sitting on the altar. Now, on this candle, we place 2 or 3 words for what we want in our lives. We want joy, we want peace, we want laughter. And on the back, Reba puts some Reiki symbols. So in the room where we do our spiritual practices, all we have to do is look over, and it's next to a very large, beautiful crystal bowl. And the candle's right there burning with the little sign on it, with the 2 or 3 words that that we're calling on our angels to work with us with. And over time, by using angels, for instance, when I drive or when we go into our room for spiritual practices, those candles will usually burn about a week. So once a week, we sort of renew what we're looking at and what we're asking for in our lives, and we put a new candle there with the new piece of a new label on it. Now, I get those candles at Walmart. I think they're about $1.79 or something like that. They're very plain. They're in multiple colors, and we like going through the colors, the chakra colors, actually. The only one I've never seen is purple, but if they've got 5 or 6 other colors, I'll always get those and we'll rotate them. So how are you incorporating angels into your life? How are you using them? And the point is, the more you use them, the more you believe in them, the more powerful and effective they become in our lives. There's a rule that I use from my Seth teachings. It said, in this reality, we get what we focus on, and in our reality, beliefs rule. So the more we believe in angels, the more we trust in angels, the better the results we're going to get. Now, I love this book, as I mentioned before, Hiring the Heavens, because Gene Slater, it's a really small book, and you can easily read it in an hour, maybe an hour and a half if you want to really take your time and enjoy it. And it's funny. There's lots of funny parts in there. And one of the funniest parts is she didn't believe in angels. But, you know, one thing led to another, and the next thing you know, she was a doctor. And the next thing you know, so many miracles were happening with her and in her practice and in her personal life. So she had a practice, she had 5 kids, a husband. How do you get all that stuff done? She hired angels. She hired an angel for her accounting. She hired an angel to keep track of her appointments. And she even used them when she was in her office. One time somebody had an unusual malady, and she felt called by her angels to lean back, put her hand out, and took a book off the shelf. The book was huge. She had bought it years ago, but never looked at it. She opened the book up to the exact page, the exact paragraph that told her exactly what was going on with that gentleman and exactly what he needed. So when you have experiences like that, all of a sudden angels become a lot bigger presence in your life, at least as an option. The other thing she did, she didn't have a lot of time, so she needed help shopping. So she created an angel called Shopper. I'm not positive about that. Reba and I created angels called Shopper, but she called on her and she used her angel when she went shopping, and the results she got were beyond amazing. First of all, she got really good deals. Everything was lined up for her. So instead of taking days and spending a lot of money, she took 2 hours and came home with 10 outfits at a really good price. Why? Because, and since I do the shopping in our family, I call on my angels all the time. Now, let's go a little bit further. It always helps if you know specifically what you want from your angel. And so in her book, she goes over how you put together an angel committee. And you can use mission statements, give particular assignments, check on those assignments on a regular basis. If you're not happy with the way things are working out with some of your angels, you can just replace them. They're not upset. They're just thrilled that you're calling on them. And she's had a number of experiences where, for instance, one time she was working on a project and she found that angels filled the room. What she was doing was hiring angels to help her, to assist her. And when she looked up, the room was filled with angels, all that had like CVs, curriculum vitae, or that's a European term, or resumes in American English. And they were all asking for the opportunities to work with her. So you can get as deeply into this as you like and use it for specific goals. Now, as I said before, it really helps if you know what you want. So If, for instance, if you put together a mission statement about what you want, you have to think about it. You have to go into detail. You have to think about what it means. Now, a little trick I've learned is when working with angels or when working with any energy that's non-physical, always add the little caveat, this or something better. Because let's not limit them. They may have a whole panoply of things out there that are going to suit our needs better than we're asking for, mainly because we don't know that there's something better out there. So when we set up our time to work with them, when we're asking for what we want, say this or something better. And I'm going to end with one small example. Reba and I were out visiting family in Seattle. We have grandchildren out there. It was wonderful. We were having a great time. And we set up to go to a tulip festival. Now, the day of the tulip festival arrived, and it was pouring rain. And we decided we were going to talk to Sunny, our weather angel, and take the hour drive north of Seattle to the tulip festival. And as we're driving along, we're going in and out of the rain, but the closer we get, the stronger the rain is getting. But we held steady. We held steady in our belief that our angel could deliver the results that we were asking for. We're asking for beauty, for joy, for fun. So we just we doubled down. We said, we know it's going to be good. We know that we're going to have a good time there. And we started creating a visualization where we saw all the tulips and the new designs that they put up every year. Man, we really had a good time with that. About 10 minutes away from the tulip festival, we drove out of the rain into the sunshine. But it got a lot better from there because when we got to the tulip festival, nobody was there. Everybody said, well, it's raining out. But it not only wasn't raining at the tulip festival, it had never rained at the tulip festival, at least recently. So we had the place to ourselves. It was dry. It was nice. We just had a glorious time looking at the tulips, taking pictures, finding a little place in the town where we could go to lunch. And then by the time we went home, the rain was gone. So the question is, how much do you believe? I think I'm going to recount one more example. So we have dear friends. They called us up with an emergency. Actually, it was the lady's husband. She was in the hospital in an emergency situation. He asked us to help with angels. So we immediately took some time to sit down, calm ourselves, call in our angels. It turned out that what she had was a ruptured aorta. Big deal. So he told us that when he was in the room, all of a sudden they started to realize what was the situation. They started running her down the hall to surgery. They cut her open. They saved her. She had no negative effects from her surgery or from the loss of blood. Now, it took some time for her to recover, and it took some time for them to do the repair, but it turned out to be a good experience in that everybody knew what they were doing. Everybody worked together. They worked under tremendous time pressure because it's the aorta. So it's the biggest blood vessel in the body. So if you have a ruptured aorta, you could really be pumping out the blood. So that turned out to be a good experience, and we continued to work with them during her recovery, and she had a wonderful recovery. So, powerful. Angels are powerful. Angels are our allies. Use one angel or use a whole army of angels. It doesn't matter. What matters is how much you believe. And keep in mind that even when you call on Archangel Michael, when Archangel Michael comes to you, and he will, or whomever it is that you're calling, whatever angel you're calling is going to come there. It's going to be there. But it's your angel. It's going to have the attributes, the exact attributes that you need. So it's another aspect of your infinite creativity as the expression of all that is in physical reality. And it's there and available to you, along with all the other non-physical energies. So please enjoy. Again, it's so thrilling to be here with you today. Thank you. And hope you have a delightful day. I know I'm sure looking forward to my day.